Wow. So I picked up these Technics AZ60s the other day, still in my quest to find these earbuds to fit these ears comfortably, to sound good, and to have quality ANC. So I happened upon the Technics. This is their second generation. This is their ANC version. Last year they had the 70s. So curiously, they went down in numbers from 70 to 60, but this is their new product. They also have the 40s. The 40s do not have ANC. So I picked up these 60s, had high hopes, read some reviews that were pretty good, so I wanted to give them a try. As you can see, the case is pretty small. Very quick downside, the case does not have wireless charging, which is a bit curious, but that's the way it goes. In terms of battery life, onboard battery life is about 7 hours with ANC on. And that's really what I look at. I know that the charging case can charge these things about 2 more times, but onboard charge is really what's most important to me. So 7 hours is actually quite good. When I do these videos, I always look at 3 things when it comes to these true wireless earbuds: comfort, ANC, sound. In this review, I'm going to start with the sound first. Let me pull them out. These little guys aren't too big. They're about 7 grams, which isn't shabby. They fit in the ear quite nicely. Turn and rotate, and then they're in. Profile is pretty low. I know it sounds like I'm talking about comfort now. I'm not. I'm going to talk about sound. You put this thing in, it's got a nice seal. You turn the music on, and I was blown away. I've tried many true wireless earbuds. Tried the Sonys, tried the Bose, the MW08s from Master and Dynamic, tried the Jabras, even lower budget ones like Earfun, tried them. I've tried many. Beats Fit Pro. None of them, in my opinion, sound as good as these Techniques. The mids are so crisp. If you're someone who likes vocals and you really like acoustic music as well, you will not be unhappy with these little Techniques. I was blown away. I usually use a little DAC adapter, and I'm going to do another review a little bit later on an alternative to a true wireless earbud, and it's going to be a little mini DAC adapter. In fact, this is it right here from Sound Ear. This thing's amazing. I put a pair of Klipsch X11s on these, and the Klipsch X11s, when they came out, were like $350. This little guy here is about $100. This is my baseline because this sounds phenomenal. And I'll do another review on something like this a little bit later on, again, as an alternative to a true wireless. The only product that has come close to that, and surpassed it in some instances, has been this. The mids and the highs are so crisp and clear on these earbuds. It's just really impressive. It's amazing. The app comes with an equalizer, so you can actually equalize it. You have preset equalizers. You've got custom equalizer. It's 5-band. There is some freedom, and the app is really sensitive to the equalization. I don't need to use equalization on these earbuds. The only critique I would make in terms of sound is that the bass is slightly thin, but it's tight. When I tried the Liberty Pro 3s, big bass. When I tried the Edifier Neobuds Pro, big bass. But the bass on those earbuds was a little bit loose. I don't want to say muddy, but a little bit loose and not particularly controlled. On these, the Techniques, very tight, very controlled bass. So if you're someone, honestly, who really likes music, just really likes music and appreciates the nuance in what you're hearing, I really, really suggest you try these Techniques, these AZ60s. I just can't tell you how good they sound. Now, with that said, let me segue into fit and comfort. As I mentioned, these fit quite nicely in the ear. Low profile, put them in, turn. This should fit most people comfortably. It really, really should. But here's the thing. For me, this ear hurts a little bit. This ear is funny. It's shaped a little bit differently than this ear is. I always have trouble with this ear when it comes to true wireless earbuds. I got to tell you though, this sounds so good, I'm willing to suck it up. Like, I'm willing to see how long it takes for the pain to go away because of these earbuds, because the sound is so good. Now, again, going back to fit and comfort is such a subjective thing because everybody's ear is different. You'll see one person giving a review saying X earbuds are the most comfortable thing they've ever worn in their life. Then you stick it in your ear and it hurts like nobody's business. So the only way to truly determine fit and comfort is honestly to try it on yourself. But for me, these fit pretty well. Not as comfortable for me as the Jabra Elite 7s, not nearly as comfortable as the Bose. But with that said, more comfortable than the Liberty Pro 3s. Not as comfortable though as the Edifier Pros. So again, mileage is definitely going to vary when it comes to this comfort stuff. But I can tell you that the sound is so good, I'm willing to try to overlook the pain in this ear and give it a shot for as long as I can. Let's go to ANC. I read some reviews where reviewers said, oh, the ANC is almost as good as the Sony's. No, come on. No, it's not. It is not. I don't know why people say that. It's just not. These do a good job in terms of low end, but not a great job. They do a good job. If you turn the fan on, it'll subdue some of it. If you turn the TV on and you've got some highs, this doesn't really do that much at all. You're better to stick some earplugs in your ear or just generic earbuds. They will get rid of more high sound. So these, I think, are in a good range. I would put them slightly lower than the Liberty Pro 3s, certainly way lower than the Sonys and the Bose, but they're good enough. Good enough means that they're going to drown out enough of the outside world that you're cool. They don't affect the sound quality. So if you turn ANC on, the sound quality is not going to be affected as far as I can tell. These guys, by the way, use 8mm driver. They're not huge, but the way the earbud is shaped internally, apparently they've got some nice harmonic qualities associated with them. So the engineers over at Technics did a nice job in taking those 8mm drivers and really, really making them pop. This thing can get loud. I'm playing this at 50%. It's loud enough. If I want to go a little bit higher to get some more dynamicism, then maybe I'll put it at 60. But if I go beyond that, it's too loud. So it's loud. So with ANC on, plus those 8mm drivers in that acoustic housing, it does a really fine job. I don't think you're going to be missing like high-end ANC like the Bose or the Sony that much. Again, because the sound is so nice. Okay, so we've covered fit and comfort. You got to give it your best shot and see if it fits you. For me, it's okay, and I'm going to give it a little bit more time, and hopefully the pain in this ear will subside because I really, really like the way these sound. Sound is phenomenal. It's the best I've heard. And again, it's crisp, it's clean. For caveat purposes, I have not tried the Beoplay EQs, which I've heard are really, really good. But I have tried the MW08s. I like these better than the MW08s. I like them better than the Bose. I like them better than the Sonys. I just think the mids on this are so crisp. It's just a joy to listen to. It really, really is. I'm not paid by Technics, by the way. I wish I was. But I'm not. All I can do is be honest with my reviews. And with this guy, the sound is just really good. ANC, it's okay. It's not at top tier. I don't see how people can say that is near Sony, because I just don't see that. But it's good. It's good enough. Again, I think this will be adequate for most. If you travel a lot on an airplane, you commute, I'm not sure. I haven't tried these on any type of mass transportation. I've only tried them around the house, tried them on a bike ride, and by the way, these got incredibly secure fit. They are not falling out. No wingtip, ear wings, they're not going anywhere. So you can use these exercising. IPX4, which is not a bad rating. That's sweat and a little bit of water surface proofing. So you'll be pretty good using these guys in the gym. Again, very solid fit and feel. Downside, no wireless charging, which is unfortunate. You've got the USB-C. In terms of price point, we're looking at $230. Now, $230 for the way this sounds, I believe it's worth it, even without the wireless charging, even with mediocre to good ANC, I think it's worth it. Okay, so that's my very quick review of the Technics. Really, really enjoyed them. Again, the best sound that I've heard in a true wireless earbud, and I've tried many. Obviously, opinions always vary, but for me, this is it. If you've never heard of Technics before, give it a shot. I believe it's a sub-company of Panasonic. I could be wrong in that, but I believe it is. They've been around a bit. This is their second shot at creating the true wireless. I know their 70s from a year or so ago were fairly well reviewed. These guys are going to be just as well reviewed. Really fun, really nice to listen to, relatively small, good fit in that ear. Comfort's going to vary. Okay, thanks a bunch. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them in the comment section below. Appreciate you watching this, and until next time, bye-bye.